Hello, everybody. Thanks for having us today. I know it's the end of the day, and I'd like to make a wake-up call. Can we do a wave? Start from here, all the way there. 1, 2, 3. Yeah! Awesome. Thank you very much. So, we developers, we generally like a challenge, right? Now, we do. And we're here in the Solana community. We got set out a challenge to make 1 billion users signing. Now, luckily, Anatoly didn't give us a timeline, but we should be heads down coding. In the last few days, I have seen this all. I'm super excited. Now, one of the challenges we have here is that most devs are not Web3 devs. This is an issue. We're like the 1% in the developer community who thinks about the future, who sees it, who wants these things to change. We think, from the Kin Foundation, we think it should be something like this. You generate a key pair, you create an account, you ask your balance, and you make a transaction. Now, if you know the Solana Web3.js SDK, you know it's unlike this. So, we at the Kin Foundation, we built a tool. It's called Kinetic. It's the next generation API and SDK for Solana. And it's available today, open source, on GitHub. Links will be shared afterwards. So, I want to run down what is Kin, for those of you that don't know us, what is Kinetic, then give you a demo, then what's next, and talk a little bit about bounties and grants. So, Kin is an in-app cryptocurrency. We build tools for developers. We want to enable non-crypto savvy devs to build apps that integrate crypto. And these developers, in turn, need to onboard non-crypto savvy users. Kin has an ecosystem of apps. There's about 35 apps in the ecosystem that transacted in 2022. And the idea is you earn Kin in one app and you can spend it in the other. So we're really big on the community and we really like collaboration. Now, Kin, for those of you that don't know, it's an OG token. It had an ICO in 2017. It comes from the Kik Messenger team. It started as an ERC20 token, but I guess most of us understand if you're on Ethereum, you can't do an in-app cryptocurrency. You can't wait like 5 minutes for a confirmation and pay like half a lag for fees. So the team migrated to Stellar, which wasn't fast enough. They forked Stellar, which wasn't fast enough. And then December 2020, the team migrated 65 million wallets to Solana. And sorry, Albertina, I do have some slides and numbers here. There's 5.3 million holders of Kin since November 21. That's 4 times more than USDC. Let that sink in for a second. The Kin accounts for 14% of all transactions on Solana, if you don't count voting transactions. This is pretty huge, if you ask me. We have about 650,000 daily transactions on average over the last year, and we have about 1.8 million active users from 1 million last year. So we're seeing big growth. This is super happy, but we feel we're just getting started. We need to see this curve go all the way up. Now, what is Kin? If you're looking for an in-app token and you're not really into getting a vanity token and you want to serve your users with a token they can use outside your app, and you don't want to bother going to exchanges, you might want to pick Kin. Consider it, come talk to us. We have grants, we can help you onboard your users. You will be part of an ecosystem and your app will be popular by the community from the start. And in the end, it's just Solana, it's just the Solana SPL token. So if you want to use it in your own app, you can change the mint and use it. So, that about Kin. Now, Kinetic. Kinetic is a convenience layer for Solana. It solves a big issue that the SOAP team just touched on, remote fee paying. If you're looking to do remote fee paying, talk to us. We got a solution for this, and we can do it secure. We give insights in how your app is using Solana. You get fine control over your fee payers. It's easy to host, extend, and it's available, release candidate as of today. So there's a few main components. There's an API that's either self-hosted or hosted by the Kin Foundation. There are several SDKs, TypeScript, Android, iOS. We're working on Go and Python. There's an admin UI and a demo. So now let's quickly dive into the demo. Okay, gonna take this one. So what I got here is a sandbox app, and as I said, we're gonna create with a new key pair. So this is a brand new key pair. It doesn't have any SOL. On the client device, there's no SOL available. It won't be needed. So what we can do, we can say, click here to create your account. Now this gets partially signed on the device, gets handed over to the API. The other partial signed gets done there, and then it gets handed over to Solana, where it processes. And there we go. Now we created our associated token account for the Kin Mint. And here we can do, for instance, an airdrop, so we can spend a little in a little bit. We really realized over the last few months, as most of you, that Solana can be slow. So we really decided we want to give people indicators on how many time does something take. And this way, you can give your end user an experience they're used to from their Web 2 apps, if you will. And then in the meanwhile, let's, we can actually, it's done here. Airdrop is done. So now I've got 50,000 kin. Let me quickly send it out here. So you'll see another transaction appear. And then if we actually go back to the back end, you can see in this application, there's a transactions tab. And you can see the transaction that we're doing right now is this one. It is still waiting to be finalized on Solana, but there you go, 17 seconds. So we want to give the developer insights in how many time it took. Drop the transaction at Solana, verification webhooks, wait for commitment, and then finally finalizing the transaction. So this is what we've been done with Solana and with Kinetic. So give you all the insights of what you want in your app. Now, let me quickly go back to my slides. I got 7 seconds left. So we're building more SDKs. Unity, Go, and Python are in the works. We're adding support for Metaplex, Solana Pay. And you all like money, right? So if you're looking for a challenge and you think you can build a Unity SDK, in 4 weeks, we have $15,000 in kin for you, spot price on the day you deliver it. So come talk to me or my colleague Alex right here if you're interested. Thank you all very much for having me. I hope to see you soon.